The Speedster Pushrod GT. A limited number of Speedsters were produced in 1959, even though the car's official replacement, the Convertible D, was already in production. Of these, 6 Speedsters were delivered in GT specification with pushrod 1600cc super engines rather than the 4-cam engines that were usually supplied with lightweight GT Speedsters. This is one of 4 unique pushrod 356A Speedster GTs that were delivered from the factory to Block Motors in Oakland with a lightweight package usually reserved for the Carrera race cars. It has a lightweight interior, no undercoat, aluminum doors, trunk lid, engine lid, and seats. Since the 4-cam Carrera engines offered a relatively modest improvement in power, the 1600 Super Pushrod engines proved to be more than adequate to be competitive in West Coast SCCA races for which it was intended. .356 Speedster and Convertible D. The Porsche Speedster came about through the urging of Max Hoffman, Porsche's sole American importer in the 50s. Hoffman wanted a bare-bones roadster that could be raced on weekends and would be priced below Porsche's other offerings. Ferry Porsche was reluctant to cheapen his automobile line, which enjoyed a hard-won reputation for high performance and high quality. Nevertheless, the 356 Speedster, with its Spartan convertible top and side curtains, debuted in 1954. Though it was never a great sales success, the Speedster was popular in sunny climes like Southern California, and its many successes on the racetrack burnished Porsche's performance image and helped to ensure Porsche's success in America. In 1959, Porsche replaced the Speedster with the Convertible D, a roadster that split the difference in style and comfort between the outgoing Speedster and the Cabriolet, but lost some of the Speedster's charm. Like old Italian violins, Speedsters were produced in limited numbers and become more desirable with each passing year. The 5th oldest Speedster built by Porsche, this car has a lengthy list of unique and in several cases asymmetric features typical of cars of this era. In the December 1988 issue of Excellence magazine, renowned restorer Harvey Smith described the car as certainly the most difficult project I have ever undertaken, not only because it was an early model with little detail available, but more because there was not a straight spot on the car. The Speedster was introduced in 1954 after U.S. importer Max Hoffman convinced Ferry Porsche that a lower-cost, rather Spartan open car could sell well in the American market. In 1955, the race-proven 4-cam engine was first offered when 14 pre-A Carrera Speedsters were built. In 1956, the Carrera Speedster became a regular production car. The GT designation indicates that this car has special lightweight body panels and a higher state of engine tune meant for racing. The production of the first 200 Speedsters occurred in 1954 after U.S. importer Max Hoffman convinced Ferry Porsche that a lower-cost, rather Spartan open car could sell well in the American market. By 1955, the Speedster had become a genuine sales success, and the 1500 GS 4-cam Carrera engine was introduced. Described as both sporting and Spartan, this is one of only 75 GS Carrera Speedsters ever built. This particular car is believed to have been part of Harry Weber's race team in 1957 and 58. With its low, raked windscreen that could be removed for weekend racing, bucket seats, and minimal folding top, it was an instant hit in its time and remains so today. This car is believed to have raced at Daytona in 1959 and 1960. Restored to its original configuration, it is now vintage raced by the current owner. This car was originally owned by Bob Kirby and is widely known to have run over 200 races between 1960 and 1975, more than any other Speedster in the USA, during which the car and driver combination is believed to have won over 2/3 of the races entered. This is one of only 31 Speedsters produced in 1959. While all of them were of GT lightweight configuration, 6 were built without the more powerful Carrera 4-cam engines. The Carrera GT Speedster was a purpose-built car with few amenities. Weight reduction was accomplished with lightened components. One of approximately 75 GT Carrera Speedsters built, this particular car was raced by Bruce Jennings, who replaced the alloy doors with steel doors he believed to be safer. He also replaced the original plain bearing engine with a roller bearing engine for more horsepower. This car was recently restored, during which a correct 4-cam plain bearing engine was installed. Purchased from the factory by Joe Bozzetta while stationed in Germany, this was the second to last of 19 Carrera GT Speedsters made in 1959. Bozzetta campaigned the car extensively in Europe, Monza, Nürburgring, Solitude, etc. for a year, then shipped it back to the U.S., where he raced it with success through 1963 in a number of SCCA regional, divisional, and national events, winning several championships.